Hi guys, happy Friday. I am currently packing a bag, and as you can see, all of this is kid stuff. None of this stuff is for me, and it's because I am not going. This weekend is going to be the first time ever that my kids are going somewhere and I am staying home. This will also be the first weekend that I am kid free in my house ever. When we moved into this house, I was pregnant with Harper, so I've either had a baby in me or with me, ever since we moved here. And I pretty much never get kid free weekends. Like, since becoming a mom, I think there have been, gosh, three occasions. Once I went on a girls' trip. Another time, me and my husband went on a little vacation, and then last summer, me and my husband spent one night away at a staycation. But our kids have always been here in the house, and we have been gone. So this is the first time that my kids are going somewhere, and I am staying home, and I am thrilled, but also very, very nervous. So the kids are headed to Alabama tomorrow. They are gonna stay with their grandparents, my husband's parents, from Saturday evening until Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, guys, like I don't really know how to feel. Like I can't decide if I want to do all the things or if I want to do nothing. So I think I'm gonna do some sort of combination of the two. And honestly, this is a pretty big deal for me. As you guys know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I hope you know that. And I have talked a little bit about my mental health. I don't want to call them struggles, but I think journey is a better word. I've talked a little bit about my mental health journey on this channel, but not a ton. I've shared a lot on social media about like my anxiety. What I haven't shared as much about is my more recent diagnosis with OCD. And so, as I kind of dive into this kid free weekend vlog, I want to start there because, like I said, me allowing my kids to go and be without me and not be in our home is a pretty big deal. My therapist, when I told her I was doing this, actually complimented me and like gave me a pat on the back, told me good job after we kind of talked through my feelings because it is big. I am a bit of a control freak in some ways, especially when it comes to my kids, and I'm someone that kind of thrives on routine. And so the thought of them like not being in my care, about me not being able to control, what's going on with them and around them, like even down to like their sleeping arrangements and things like that. The fact that they will not be with me and they will be with someone else brought up a lot of irrational thoughts and fears for me. A lot of my OCD stems around me having intrusive, irrational thoughts and then obsessing over the thoughts, right? So when we think OCD, we think that I am washing my hands 20 times or that I have to touch, I don't know, something in my house 10 times before leaving to go somewhere. Mine is not exactly like that. Mine is more so mental. So, since my kids won't be with me, like the fear started to creep in, like, what if something happens to them, obviously, when they're not with me? Because I'm not in control. I can't control the situation. So, like, what if something happens to them? And then the next thought was, what if something happens to me when they're not with me? I'm away from them. What if something happens to me and then, like, they have no one to come home to? And, you know, of course, I know that these are irrational fears, like, they are not warranted in anything. And I also try to like stand on my faith when those things kind of creep in because I am a believer, I am a Christian, and I do know that God orders our steps and that He goes before me and that, I have faith in God's plan, and so I have to try to like silence those thoughts and not let them prevent me from doing things. But like even on a day to day with my OCD, right? Like, for example, two things happened this morning that are like great examples of how OCD kind of works for me and how it plays out in my life. So the first thing was that I texted my mom. Sorry guys, my shin splints are killing me the way that I'm sitting. Oh, okay. The first thing is I texted my mom at like 7 this morning and asked her if she wanted to have breakfast this morning at 10:30. my mom is usually up between like 7 and 7:30, and she texts me back pretty quickly when I text her. So when it got to like 8:15 and I was dropping the kids off from school and I hadn't heard from her, like that's kind of a red flag for me. And in my brain, I'm like, okay, like she must have died. Like she's dead. And literally on my way to the gym, I'm like, okay, so what's this gonna look like? And this is what I mean when I say I obsess over the intrusive, irrational thought. The whole way to the gym, I cannot make myself stop thinking about it. I'm like, okay, what's it gonna look like for the rest of my day? When I leave the gym, I'm gonna have to go to my mom's house and I'm gonna have to find her dead. And I'm gonna have to call this person and that person, and that's gonna mean this, blah, blah, blah. I go totally off the rails left field. Thankfully, with therapy and a lot of work, I realize what's happening in my brain now, and that is irrational. So I didn't blow up her phone. I didn't go by her house. I went ahead and went to the gym and worked out, and I told myself, Allison, if you have not heard from your mom by the time you're done working out, you can first call her. If she doesn't call you back in an hour, then you can go by her house and check on her. By the time I had finished my workout, my mom had texted me and said, sure, we can meet for breakfast. I laugh at myself like, ha ha, hee hee, look at that OCD, and I'm going with my day. The second thing that happened this morning also relates to my kids and, them going away and kind of my intrusive thoughts surrounding that. Let me lower the camera a bit now. I feel like I'm kind of like looking up. There we go, guys. So the second thing was that when I was walking the kids into their school, there's an elevator and there are stairs. We usually take the elevator because my hands are full. I have Harper's hand, I have Jackson's hand, I have both their backpacks. Like I usually feel very weighed down. And so I'm usually like, guys, let's take the elevator. We take the elevator every single morning. And today, Harper like runs ahead of me and goes up the steps, and Jackson like goes up the steps too. So when I get inside, like they're already halfway up the stairs, and I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, are we not taking the elevator? Like we always take the elevator. There, Harper's like, oh yeah, let's take the stairs today. And I'm like, okay, like smiles nervously, because in my head, I'm like, we are breaking our normal routine, and that means something. That means that something bad is going to happen. That means that this is the last time we're going to come into this building. That means that during the day, something's going to go wrong. That means that maybe like I'm making a mistake for them to go see their grandparents. Like that one little thing and change to the routine mentally for me, it like sets off an alarm that like the fact that we are doing things differently must mean something. And of course, again, I have been working through this for quite some time now, and I know that this is irrational. I know this is intrusive. So I'm able to kind of bring myself down to earth. I'm like, Allison, listen, they're kids. They wanted to take the stairs. That is fine. Taking the stairs means absolutely nothing. Whether you go up the stairs or you go on the elevator, you are still going into the school. They are still going to have a great day. God has them. God has you. Everything's good. And so I talk myself off the ledge and again go through my day. But I just wanted to kind of paint for you guys like what that looks like for me. And I don't know, my reason for like sharing this particular thing right now during Mental Health Awareness Month is just that you never know what kind of battles someone is fighting, mentally. And it is very easy to judge a book by its cover. People look at me and they're like, oh, she has it all together. Like, she's so orderly. She's never late, blah, blah, blah. And what you don't know is that maybe I'm like that because of what I'm dealing with mentally. Or, oh my gosh, like I said hi to her and like she kind of had a stank attitude. What you may not know is that inside I'm trying to talk myself off of some invisible ledge because I'm having these intrusive thoughts that are hitting me left and right. And just because you can't see what someone has going on does not mean that it's not real. So I beg you guys, this Mental Health Awareness Month and beyond, to just be kind to people, because we really don't know, what kind of battles people are fighting. Like, in the grand scheme of things, my mental health journey is small. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like sometimes it feels big for me, but some people have much bigger things that they are dealing with. So just be kind to people, give people hugs, give people grace. Like, and when people are ready to talk about it, like I am now, listen, because it takes a lot to kind of share. A lot of my close friends know about my OCD diagnosis and about my thoughts and what I deal with, but it can be like a little bit stigmatized to share such things because you don't know if people are going to judge you, pick on you, whatever. The internet can be a very mean place. So let's just be kind to each other, guys. Let's just be kind. So I'm about to go ahead and get the kids' stuff packed for this weekend. Like I said, they're headed to Alabama tomorrow. I don't exactly know what they have planned because I am truly trying to challenge myself when it comes to my need to control, and B, just kind of enjoy my kids' free time. So I'm not asking a ton of questions. Of course, I'm going to check in on them throughout their trip, but I have like swimsuits for both of them. I have outfits for playing, outfits for going out. I have pretty much everything. I have multiple pairs of pajamas. I, of course, have like their car seats, their pack and play, or Jackson's pack and play, his slumber pod. I think I have it all covered, and I am going to go ahead and get their stuff all packed before it's time for me to pick them up from school. They will be with me, for the rest of the afternoon/evening today and tomorrow because they have swimming in the morning, and then Harper has an event at her new school tomorrow, like a little social meet and greet event, and so we will be going to Alabama. We're gonna meet her grandparents halfway, so we'll be going to Alabama after that tomorrow, and they will be continuing with their grandparents, and I will be coming back home for my kid-free weekend. Jackson, where are we going? Alabama?
Yeah.
Harper, who are you going to see?
Papa and Yaya.
Are you guys ready?
Yay.
You ready, Jack?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm ready to see Papa.
Are you ready? Let's go. Do you guys hear that noise? It is silence because I am currently the only person in my house. There are no kids here, and I literally barely know what to do with myself. I ended up having the housekeeper come today because I was like, gosh, how nice would it be to like have a clean house and it actually stay clean for a while. So my house is spotless. There are no kids here. This is definitely new for me. Definitely a different vibe. I am a hot mess because like after the kids had swimming, I pretty much loaded up the car and we went straight to Alabama. Drop off went pretty well. Jackson did end up crying a little bit, which surprised me because he was so excited. He had been telling everybody, including apparently his friends and teacher at school yesterday, that he was going to Alabama today. He was very excited, but when I was like putting him into his car seat and it dawned on him I wasn't going, he did cry a bit. Harper was totally fine, and my father-in-law called me like 10 minutes after they left and said like he had stopped crying like 5 minutes after they pulled off, if not less than that. I'm about to get myself together. Like I said, I'm a hot mess. The kids took a shower after swim, but I didn't even bother. I was just like, let's get on the road. Let's go ahead and get to Alabama, get them dropped off. So I'm about to shower and get myself together because I'm going out for drinks tonight. Mama is turning up since I don't have to be up in the morning and I'm not responsible for anybody. And when I say turning up, I mean probably having 2 drinks and going to sleep by 12, but that is a turn up for me. So yeah, let's figure out what to wear and get myself together. Good morning, guys. It is about 10 a.m. almost, and I am in the bed.
If you are a mom with small kids, you know how big of a deal this is and how rare it is that this happens. I don't think that I've been in the bed past, gosh, 8 for like 4 years, to be honest. Like, I don't even remember being in bed past 8 unless like me and DJ were like staying at a hotel for some reason. Like being in my own bed in my own house past 8, like this has never happened, and it is so nice. Of course, my body woke me up at like 7. Um, since I usually wake up at like 5:30, I guess 7 for my body was kind of like sleeping in, but just being able to lounge around in the bed has been so nice. I literally um edited and posted some content for today. I reorganized like the calendars on my phone because my mom got us like a new smart calendar for our kitchen. That's something that I really wanted. And shout out to her for knowing that I wanted it or knowing that I would want it without me ever even saying it to her. She just saw it and was like, well, this looks like an Allison thing. And so before I set that up later today, I wanted to basically reorganize all of our calendars on my phone. So like we had like a family calendar, right? Where it was like a shared family calendar. It was just one calendar where we would all put our stuff, my mom, me, DJ, and the kids all on one shared family calendar. If it was like something that we needed each other to know, or like all the kids um extracurriculars, things like that. However, since we got this new calendar that is gonna sync to my phone and kind of like hang out in the kitchen for our whole family to look at, I wanted for each person to have their own color, so I literally made like an Allison calendar that's shared, a Daquan calendar that's shared, a Harper calendar that's shared, and a Jackson calendar that's shared. And then when I see my mom, I will have her make a Cindy calendar that's shared with us where she puts things that she needs to share with us, because obviously all of her stuff doesn't need to be shared with us and all of our stuff doesn't need to be shared with her. It's just like certain stuff. And that way, when the calendar is all set up in the kitchen, everything will be nice and color coded and it'll just help to make it clear like who has what and when. So, yeah, I spent my morning just like laying in bed doing that. I'm about to get up, and honestly, the only reason is because I'm hungry. That always happens. I'm hungry now and I want coffee. And so, I excuse me, guys. I'm gonna get up and make something to eat, and then I will probably go get Starbucks just because I don't want to make my own coffee. I want to get coffee. So I'll probably go get Starbucks and have that. And then I have tennis later. So I'm gonna go to tennis, and I think that I will like kind of do some R&R at the gym after tennis. I never really have time to use a lot of the like cool amenities at the gym because I'm always rushing to like, get to the kids. So I think I might take a swimsuit and go in the hot tub, go in the sauna, and all of that after my tennis lesson. And yeah, it'll be a nice chill day for mama who is kid free.
So I think I told you guys, actually, I don't know if I did, but I decided to stick with the tennis. I have tennis today. I'm still doing like the beginner's course, but I went ahead and signed up for like the next level, which starts, I believe, the first week of June. So I'm gonna stick with it throughout the summer. And next week will be my last lesson in the beginner's course. And then I'm gonna do like 2 to 3 private lessons just because I wanna make sure that I'm fully ready for the next level. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next level. And I will be continuing my tennis journey all summer long. So I am really enjoying it, obviously, if I decided to continue. So I did pick out a couple little tennis outfits, just because I was like, okay, I'm gonna need things to wear to tennis all summer long. And so I'm about to try them on real quick, see what you guys think. Let me know. They are from Target and Old Navy. I think one is from Old Navy and the other two are from Target. Let me know which one you guys like the best in the comments below. Yeah, let's get ready for tennis and try on my new tennis outfits. Okay, so this one is really cute. This one is a tennis dress. Of course, it has pockets. It has like two straps, which I like for the support when you're doing something athletic, but it does definitely give like one shoulder vibes since this shoulder is like thicker than the other one is. I think that I could see myself wearing this one on a day where like I'm going to tennis and then my husband and I are going to grab lunch after because I would totally just wear this out like as an outfit. I really like this one, and this one is from Target, and I'm wearing a size medium. All right, guys, so this one is from Old Navy. Apparently, this one went a little bit viral on the socials. The skirt definitely gives like schoolgirl vibes to me, which is cute. I like the zipper detail on the top. However, what I don't like about this one is that it doesn't have a built-in bra on the top, so I did have to put on like a sports bra, and then finding like the right type of sports bra where it doesn't show, can be tricky. But this one is also really cute. I think it's definitely giving tennis vibes with the way this skirt is made. Very cute. Okay, guys, this is the last set. This one is also from Target, and I know myself. I am a pink girl, y'all. I love pink. Like I'm just one of those girls. This one definitely gives tennis Barbie in this shade of pink. I had a feeling that I was going to want to wear this one today, which is why I saved it for last. And this is the one that I am going to wear. I think that this one's really cute. Has the built-in bra on the top and then pockets of the shorts, of course. Yeah, this one's really comfortable as well. I think it's good for today where I'm just gonna, go to tennis and then go grab a quick bite to eat for lunch. I'll probably just throw my denim jacket over top of it for lunch just in case it is a little chilly in the restaurant. But yeah, I'm good to go. I'm gonna get some Starbucks because I have not had any coffee yet, and we know how that goes. And then I'm gonna head to the gym. I am gonna go ahead and pack my swimsuit for the gym just in case I wanna hop into the jacuzzi after my tennis class. I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Sorry guys, this is not like the best angle, but I do not feel like setting up my tripod right now, so I just set the camera up on the dresser. I am tired in my best Harper voice. That's how like she says it when she's very tired. And your girl is worn out, but in the best way. I had tennis. After that, I soaked in the jacuzzi and got in the sauna. And even before I got in the jacuzzi, I got to like sit after tennis with like the other people that are in my tennis group. We like watched a tennis match because our coach was playing some doubles. So like we sat and watched, and like I had a smoothie. It just, I don't know, it feels so different to not be in a rush, because usually I feel like when I finish tennis or I finish a workout, I'm like rushing to get home to the kids or rushing to get them from the kids area or whatever. So it just feels really good to not have to rush today. So yeah, after tennis, I had a little social time, a little R&R, and then I went and grabbed lunch. There is this place in the works that has the best Vietnamese sandwiches. That place has like a chokehold on me, and I feel like whenever I don't have the kids, I always go there. So I went there, grabbed a sandwich for lunch, and then I came home because I was meeting the mobile car detail people that are cleaning my car. I thought that since the kids won't be back in the car until I pick them up on Tuesday, it was a good opportunity to get all the stuff cleaned out of the car because like there are so many crumbs. Like Jackson's car seat, when I took it out, I'm like, there has to be an entire pack of goldfish in this car seat. There just has to be. So the car is being detailed right now. I was gonna try to get you guys like a before and after video, but when I pulled up, the car detail guys were already here and like ready to get started. So I didn't have a chance to get a before video, but I will definitely show you guys how spotless it's gonna be after, and I'm excited to get to enjoy the clean car for a few days. I'm about to hop in the shower, and then I think I'm just gonna lounge on the couch for the rest of the day. I was trying to decide between like lounging on the couch and doing stuff around the house because there are some things that I wanted to do around here while the kids are out, but I feel like it's Sunday. It feels like a lounge day, so I'm just gonna lounge on the couch, watch some TV. I might like do a little bit of work on the computer or like fold some laundry while I'm sitting on the couch, but it's just gonna be like a really chill lounge day. And then tomorrow, Monday, I will like kind of focus on, knocking out more of the things that are on my to-do list around the house. Before I go take my shower though, I did want to just like check in with you guys about like how I'm feeling mentally, because I was sharing at the beginning of the vlog that like this was a really big deal for me to let the kids go, and I'm really thankful that for me, the anticipation of things is always mentally harder than like the event itself. And so I did have like a lot of anxiety and my OCD was flaring up like as I was preparing for the kids to go and as I was anticipating them, going to spend these days with their grandparents. But now that they're actually gone, I feel relatively good. I have had like a few moments where like I've texted to check on them and like not gotten a response back, in what I deem in a timely manner, and like kind of I can feel my brain kind of like going left field, like, but I've been able to bring it back home, said a little prayer, kind of did some grounding exercises to like bring myself back. And thankfully, I've also gotten a text back like while I've been doing those things. And yeah, the kids are fine. They're having a blast in Alabama, just like I knew they were. And overall, I am feeling pretty good. So I'm going to just try my hardest to turn my brain off and enjoy these next couple of days that I have kid free. Only if you are a parent do you truly understand how rare it is for your back seat to look like this. I honestly don't think that the car has been this clean probably since like the day after we purchased it. It is spotless. The company did an amazing job. If you're in the Atlanta area, the name of the company is Mint Mobile. I am thoroughly impressed and happy to have a clean car to get to enjoy for the next couple days until the kids come home. I'm sure on the way home they will dirty it right up, but I will be enjoying this clean car for the next few days. I am now about to pull the car into the garage, and I think I'm gonna like go to bed early, honestly. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Do you guys have a toxic trait? Let me know if you do in the comments. I have figured out that my toxic trait is that when I have more time, I waste more time. It is currently 8:53 a.m. As you guys know, I am kid free for a couple of days while my kids visit their grandparents in Alabama. And I literally just rolled out of bed like maybe 8 minutes ago, and I need to leave home at 9 in 6 minutes for an appointment. Like when my schedule is packed and I'm doing things for the kids, like I make sure my alarm is set, I wake up early, because I don't like to feel rushed. But like these last couple of days, since I have had like so much free time, really nowhere to be, no responsibilities, no one to answer to, I have found that I've wasted a ton of time just because like I feel like I can and I feel like I have the luxury to do so, which is nice because it's like a change of pace for me. However, now I have 6 minutes to get ready to get out of the door when like I really was just laying in my bed like for like an hour, like doing nothing. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, like I guess I should get up now. And really I should have gotten out of bed a long time ago. Thankfully, I am not doing much. I actually have an appointment at a plastic surgeon's office. We are going to talk about some options for my little mommy pooch. I'm trying to back up enough where you guys can see it right down here. I've had 2 C-sections, and so I have the nice little mommy pooch area right here. And so it's a consultation just to go over some options. I'm honestly not sure if I'm gonna do anything just because I do work out and I am pretty active, and I am hopeful that I can kind of like shrink it down on my own. However, so many moms that I have talked to, especially C-section moms, but all moms have said like, yeah, girl, like that thing doesn't ever go away unless you do like some cool sculpting or lipo or a tummy tuck or something. And so I'm just kind of curious, like, what my options are for making that little tummy area go away, especially as our vow renewal in Jamaica comes up, and I'm gonna be spending a lot of time out on the beach in my swimsuit. So I'm just gonna go and let the plastic surgeon take a look, make some recommendations, and kind of go from there. Kind of see what's out there and see what's available, to people like me who are active, who work out, who for the most part make, fairly good decisions regarding diet and exercise, but still have like stubborn trouble areas that they are having trouble changing. Would you guys do something, especially if you're a mom, like would you do something cosmetic, in order to change an area of your body? Let me know what you guys think. I know that plastic surgery can be a hot topic, especially these days. And quite frankly, I don't think that I would be willing to do anything that required me to be put to sleep just because I just feel like there's so many risks associated with being put to sleep. And I'm the mom of two small kids. Like, to me, it is not worth the potential risk just to get rid of like a little pooch in my tummy. Like, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that I've had two kids and two C-sections. Nobody's out here judging me or judging the pooch. And so, like, if he's like, oh yeah, you would need a tummy tuck, you'd have to go under general anesthesia, I'm like, nah, bro, it's okay. I'll just keep doing crunches for the rest of my days in hopes that it shrinks. But if there is like a non-invasive option that actually could work, I'm interested in hearing about it. So I will let you guys know how the appointment goes. I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna shoot a short while I'm in the office, just kind of like showing what the consultation is like. So stay tuned for that as well. And yeah, I'll let you guys know how the consultation goes and what I kind of decide to do, because I'm pretty sure I will kind of make a decision today on if I'm like moving forward with something or if I'm not. Hey guys, I just finished up my consultation with Georgia Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery. I am pretty sure, like 90% sure, I'm not going to move forward with any sort of plastic surgery on my tummy area. Basically, I was looking for something fairly non-invasive, like sonobello or smart lipo, or even like cool sculpting, because even though I am not opposed to cosmetic surgery, obviously I went into the consultation, I just personally don't want to be put to sleep for anything that is not like 100% a necessity. Like, I cannot see myself, being put to sleep just because I want to shrink my mommy pooch. In my opinion, at least for me, and the way that my OCD and anxiety are set up, it is just not worth the risk, because like, obviously, anytime you are put to sleep for any surgical procedure, there is risk that goes along with it. There's risk that go along with being put under general anesthesia. And for me, it's just not worth the potential risk just for something cosmetic. Like, I would only be willing to take on that kind of risk if it was like a surgery that I absolutely had to have. And so, given like my mommy pooch, they said like really more so than fat, it's skin, which is common, after carrying big babies. Like, if you gain a lot of weight and have a big belly, during your pregnancies. And they were saying that a lot of the non-invasive or less invasive procedures are not going to do anything for the loose, saggy skin. Like, they will get rid of like the fat cells, but it's probably only going to create more like loose skin that then that's just hanging there. Nobody wants that. And so they were really recommending either like full liposuction, where I'm like put to sleep with skin tightening, or for like the best result, a tummy tuck. And on top of not wanting to be put to sleep, like, you guys know, Harper and Jackson are 4 and 2. They are very active. At this point, I just like cannot see myself like having an elective surgery done and like not being available to, be active and out and about and playing and taking care of them. And so right now, I'm not going to move forward with it. I'm going to, stay in the gym, stay with my like health and fitness journey. And I would still like to look into like something like Sono Bello because I have seen some pretty good results that people have had from it. Obviously, I don't know if their situations are different than mine. So I would like to look into that some more. So if you guys know of anyone in the Georgia area, Atlanta area in particular, that like does Sono Bello, send them my way because I am kind of just interested in like a consultation for that. And if a different provider would have something different to say about me potentially getting a less invasive procedure. I am about to duck into this CVS because my allergies are out of control. I ran out of allergy medicine like 2 days ago and my nose is so itchy. And then I'm headed home to try to do some productive things around the house. Before I start doing what I need to do around the house, I have got to take this allergy medicine. My nose is like super itchy and it's only been, I think, like 2 days since I had allergy medicine, but this time of year in Georgia, like I need it daily. So I'm like, let me get this into my system ASAP before I get like a headache and the works. I also grabbed some more magnesium from CVS. I took my last one of those last night, and I usually take this every night. I find that it like helps me to rest and helps with recovery, especially when I'm working out. And I also picked up some rhodiola. This has been recommended to me by a lot of my friends who also deal with like anxiety and anxious symptoms, and I have been wanting to try it, and I happened to see it when I was getting the magnesium, and so I wanted to give it a try. It says that it helps with mental fatigue and stress relief, and mental fatigue honestly sounds like my whole life, like just the way that my brain works, like with my OCD and all that. Like I am mentally exhausted often just from all of my thoughts. So you're supposed to take one of these daily, preferably with a meal. I just ate not too long ago, so I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I will let you guys know probably in my next vlog after I've been taking this for a few days what I think about it, and if I find that it helps with my stress management, my mental health, my anxious symptoms, all of those. Like I said, a few of my friends said that this really helps them and they swear by it. And so I'm looking forward to seeing if it can give me a little bit of relief and support as I kind of navigate this lifelong mental health journey. Woo, guys, this has been quite the undertaking. I finished the toy closet as you guys saw. I bagged up like 4 bags to donate to charity, which is good because we have so many toys that the kids don't even play with, and I know that other kids would play with them. So I'm like, let's just have a big, binge session while they're away and get all that done. I also just finished going through their books. Like this whole cabinet was full. These are the ones that I'm donating, and then there's like a smaller little pile. It just fell over here of books that I'm going to be keeping. I actually need to go through the books in Harper's room and like switch some books out because she's getting older, and a lot of the books I feel like are a little bit immature for her now. So I need to just kind of move those over to Jackson's room and possibly get her like a few more books that are appropriate for her age. And I can't believe that I'm saying that because I'm like, oh, like where did the time go? How is she almost 5, starting kindergarten and ready for kind of like a different type of a book? I'm also going to switch out the books in the playroom. We keep some books in the playroom because obviously we value reading and I want the kids to like have books in there to reach for. However, those have been in there for a while. So I'm going to switch them out with like more exciting books that the kids haven't seen in a while. They may be more excited to read. And then I'm going to load up the car and go ahead and take this stuff to donate it because I found that if it stays in the house, then it ends up just like piling up and taking forever for me to actually donate it. So while I have the time, I'm gonna get all this stuff donated. I feel a lot better just having like gone through their stuff. Everything is much more organized, and I don't know, I feel like kids play with their stuff more when they can see what they actually have. So we have definitely gotten to that point, and I am so thankful that I got that toy closet like organized months ago. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I did a vlog a long time ago about like getting my house reorganized with a professional organizer, and just like having that groundwork laid makes days like this so much easier. That like once I'm done binging and purging, there is already like a system in place. So yeah, I'm about to finish up and then load up the car and go ahead and get all this stuff donated. I am a sweaty mess, y'all. I rarely get to do like 1 hour on the treadmill because I always feel like I'm like rushed. There's something I need to do. The kids are going to need something, whatever, what have you. So it was a really nice change of pace to be able to have like an hour on the treadmill uninterrupted. It was really nice. I definitely am going to need to use the Theragun and ice because my calves and my shins are feeling it, but it was a really good workout and I feel really good. Like it was just a good time to like I said, just be able to have that and not be interrupted and not even worry about potentially being interrupted. I am in desperate need of a shower. However, before I take my shower, I wanted to go ahead and do something that I needed to do for our garden. Every year when my husband gets home from overseas, we start a garden in our backyard. We have some raised garden beds and it's like a summer tradition. Like we really enjoy caring for it as a family, watching our garden grow and then like eating the vegetables from our garden. So we usually start from plant. We cheat a little bit and we go to Home Depot and we buy the plants and then we just, plant those in the garden. However, my mother's helper was like, hey, like, are you guys doing your garden this year? I have some seeds. I could go ahead and start the seeds from you. And she did like a hack that I had never really seen done before. She put the seeds inside Ziploc bags. Well, like, so she put her and Harper actually did it together. So they put the seeds on top of paper towels, sprayed the paper towels with water, and then shoved that into the Ziploc bag, sealed it tightly, and then she taped it up on our window so that the sun could like come in, into the package with the seed. And I am thoroughly impressed. They have turned into little sprouts. And she said that once they get like this, they are ready to be potted. And then, we leave them potted until they start to turn into plants. And then we put them into our garden like we always would. Like, I am not a sciencey girl, but like watching this was like a little science experiment. Harper was really excited. She was like saying good morning seeds every morning and like watching to see what the seeds were going to do. This was actually supposed to be her job to plant the seeds. However, she's not here, and I think that they need to be put into some dirt like right away because they are really sprouting. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put the seeds into some dirt before I take my shower because it didn't seem like there was any point in showering and dealing with dirt. So I got some organic potting mix. I got some seed starting trays. And yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and get that set up, and that way when my husband gets home in a couple of weeks, these should be just about ready to go into our garden. So we have cucumbers, onion, basil, and spinach. I can have a drawer full of pajamas and there's still nothing like one of my husband's old shirts. Like, I will always take that over any other pair of pajamas I own, especially when he's away. I don't know. I just think like wearing one of his shirts makes me feel a little bit closer to him. I don't know if I've let you guys know, but we only have like 2 or so weeks until he's gonna come home, and I'm getting so excited to have my man back here with us, have our little family reunited, and get this off season officially started. Of course, like it's been nice for the kids and I to be home, but I have like felt like a little piece of us is missing with my husband not being here as well. And then like especially having this kid free time the last few days, I kept thinking, oh wow, like it would be really nice if my husband was here too. Anyways, the plants have been transferred to the little planter thing so that they can continue to grow and be ready for them to go in our garden in a few weeks. I have showered and I am sitting here with my planner. It is Monday night, not Sunday night, but I didn't plan my week last night just because I was just trying to enjoy my little time off. It still felt like part of the weekend, but since I'm going to be picking up the kids tomorrow, I am going to go ahead and spend some time with my planner momentarily. But before I did that, I wanted to set up our new skylight calendar. I think I told you guys like a few days ago that my mom gifted us this skylight calendar, and I was like color coding the calendar on my phone so that I could, you know, get it all set up and it would be like set up the way that I want, because basically you can like transfer your calendar from your phone to this, which like sits on your countertop or on your desk or whatever. And so I'm just like unboxing it. I just opened it up. I haven't set it up yet. So I was going to do that with you guys really quick before I dive into my planner. So when I opened it, I saw there was like a QR code here. It takes you to this, which is the Skylight app. And it says, digital photos on your TV, frame, or tablet, a simple tool that keeps your family on the same page, upload 50 items at once, view Skylight calendar on the go, send your favorite videos, color code everyone's event, share to multiple frames, sync directly from your phone, create to-do, grocery and custom lists, assign and track household chores. And so I think that this is the app that I download to like set up and manage the Skylight calendar. I am installing the app right now to get that all set up, and I'm planning for this to sit on our kitchen counter because our kitchen is kind of like the hub of our home, you know. It's where all the things happen, and I think it'll be really nice just to have it there, so that, you know, in the mornings everyone can take a look, see what we have coming up that day, that week, whatever, what have you. It tells me to create an account first, so I'm just going to enter my email address to get the account set up. And now it says to add a device. So they have a skylight frame, which that's something like a digital photo album, I guess, where you can share photos with your loved ones. I've been thinking about that as a gift from my mom for Mother's Day, actually. So I need to look into that. They have Skylight Digital, which is when you can turn your TV into a photo frame. And they have what this is, the Skylight Calendar, where you can organize the family and share photos. I'm going to select the Skylight Calendar, confirm, and then it just asks me if I'm activating a new Skylight calendar. Yes, let's set it up. Let's take this out of the box. You guys are hearing like the stuff kind of bouncing around, but this is what it looks like. Very pretty, very sleek. And I think I have to plug it in for it to work, so we might have to relocate. I didn't think that part through when I sat down here to record. Okay, so now I have our Skylight calendar all activated. This is how it looks. Of course, I'm gonna scoot it back, but you know, it's like definitely not an eyesore and is super pretty, and the screen is like just big enough where you can see it without it taking up a ton of space. Now I have to sync my phone calendar to this calendar so that we can see all the things. So it literally came up on my phone. It says sync a calendar, and I'm gonna select my iCloud calendar. So it says open the iCloud app, select calendars, select the info button, enable public calendar and share link, and then email the share link to my Skylight calendar. So that seems pretty straightforward. So let's go into my calendar, and it says that my my iCloud calendar should be synced in a couple of minutes. And so we're just gonna give this some time and see, what happens. I can also set up chores, which is really cute. Introducing the chore chart. Managing household responsibilities is hard. Chore chart is the easiest way to assign, check off, and track chore progress. Say that 3 times fast. Let us keep the family on their toes so you don't have to. So I can set that up and have like a chore chart for the kids, which is pretty cute. There's also photos. You have to subscribe to Calendar Plus to do this, but excuse me. You have to subscribe to Calendar Plus to do the photo thing, but if you want to do that, you can definitely do that. And then there's also lists where you can have like a grocery list. You also can like add items and see your list. You can have a grocery list, you can have a to-do list, you can create a new list, and you can see your items here too. So I am very, very impressed. I'm pretty much just waiting for my calendar to sync to this, and I know it's kind of hard to like see the screen from the camera, but you can set it up where you can see your schedule. You can see it like from like your day, like a day at a glance. You can see week at a glance, or you can see month at a glance. And so you can kind of set it up how you like it. Yeah, so I'm just going to give this some time and we will see if my calendar from my phone syncs, how long it takes it to sync, and then we'll check back in and see how this is doing. It also has the time, which is incorrect, so let's change that, as well as the weather. But let's see how we can change the time and weather. We're on the wrong time zone is the issue, so we're going to change to our time zone, and we have to enter our zip code for accurate weather. And yeah, so as you guys know, I am picking the kids up tomorrow. These last few days, kid-free, have been nice. Like, this was much needed. This is not something that is normal for me to experience. Like I said at the beginning, this was the first time ever that I have been in my house for more than a couple of hours, without my kids here as well. Like, gosh, it's been so quiet and so peaceful and so nice, and I've gotten so much done, but now I miss my babies. Like, I really miss them, and I'm excited to pick them up tomorrow, excited to have them home, and I hope they are excited to see me as well. I've been trying not to like bother them a lot because I'm like, okay, if they're not missing me, then I don't want to make them miss me by like calling them and reminding them that they're not with me, but I'm definitely looking forward to picking them up tomorrow. Before I pick them up tomorrow, my mom and I are actually going to get massages at the St. Regis. I thought that would be the perfect end to this little, break, was to like treat myself to a massage. So my mom and I will get massages and have a lunch together, and then we will get on the road to go meet Pop Pop and Yaya and get my babies back. So I'm looking forward to seeing them. And like I said, like, even though today's Monday, it definitely feels like Sunday to me. So, after I pick them up, it feels like my week will kind of officially be underway, and we have a lot to look forward to, coming up these next couple of weeks, with my husband coming home, with Harper's graduation and all of that. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for, just being here. I actually reached 4,000 subscribers today, which I can't thank you guys enough for subscribing to my channel and just watching me and my family's journey. Like, sharing about my mental health struggles in this video was something that I went kind of back and forth about, because it's like a very personal thing, but my community here, you guys have made me feel comfortable to like share that part of myself. And so that just, goes to show how special of a community it is. And I thank you guys so much for following along. If you are not subscribed yet, help me reach 5,000. Please hit the bell. Please, please, please subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.